Some distressing news now coming in. Assamese singer Zubeen Garg has died in a scuba diving accident in Singapore. He was rescued from the sea by the Singapore police and rushed to a nearby hospital, but unfortunately was pronounced dead on arrival. Zubeen had travelled to Singapore for the Northeast Festival, where he was scheduled to perform today, but unfortunately before he could perform at that festival, this tragic accident did take place in Singapore. His sudden demise has left his fans, the entire Assamese community, completely shocked. Many say this will also leave a void in not just the Assamese music scene, but also the country's. Preeti, my colleague, now joins us. Preeti, what more can you tell us? This, of course, is the untimely death of Zubeen Garg there, sending shockwaves across Assam and the music fraternity across the country.
Yes, actually, it's a huge loss for entire state of Assam, and everyone in Assam is now heartbroken. Everybody talking about Zubeen Garg's loss, because he was not just a singer, he was not just you can say a singing icon, but he was like a heartthrob for the entire state. And he was there for a Northeast festival organized, and he was there for an adventure activity where we could see that he could not survive. He could not survive the scuba diving. He was taken for an adventure sport at the scuba diving, where he got a heart attack. However, the official reports are yet to be confirmed about what actually happened. But what we have got confirmed is that Zubeen Garg is no more.
And we've seen several tributes pour in for him on social media. Several, not only fans, but several people within the Assam government also coming out and expressing their condolences to his family. Ashok Singhal is one of them, Cabinet Minister of Assam, who has taken to social media to say that Assam has lost not just a voice, but a heartbeat. He was more than a singer, he was a pride of Assam, and that's really the sentiment that everyone seems to share today, isn't it, Preeti?
Exactly. He was like, when we say about a legend, he was like a legend for Assam, and he will always be, and the entire Assam at this point of time. I'm sorry if I'm also, if my voice is also cracking, and somehow it has impacted each and every Assamese to a lot of extent, because no one was ready, and every day, while he was even alive, people used to assume what will happen if when Zubeen Garg is no more. But finally, this day has arrived. We can say this day which not a single Assamese wanted to arrive, that Zubeen Garg is no more. But that's a fact now that has come as an official report that heartthrob Zubeen Garg is no more. We have lost him, and this is a full stop to the legend. Full stop to Zubeen. He has written thousands of songs. He has written a lot of songs in a lot of languages, from Bengali to Hindi. We know a lot of his popular songs like Ya Ali, we know Dil Tu Nahi Bata, and a lot of Bollywood songs which he have given his voice to. A lot of Assamese songs which are legendary. In Assam, when we talk about music, there is no one talking about music except Bhupen Hazarika, and leaving aside Zubeen Garg and Bhupen Hazarika, we don't talk about music in Assam. And he was like a maestro for the modern music industry. He was like a wave that was brought to the music industry when Zubeen Garg arrived.
Absolutely, and it's that tragic death has brought Assam to a halt, many would say. Niloy also is joining us, getting us more perspective on this. Niloy, it is indeed a sad day, and his music was not just limited to Assam, isn't it? He was a part of Bollywood. He's had several Bollywood hits as well. He does leave a void behind for the entire music fraternity in the country.
Well, definitely, yes. Like, this possibly is the most saddest news Assam could ever hear in recent times. Not only he was the music icon of the state, but he has transcended boundaries and barriers. He has gone beyond Assam. He's equally popular in West Bengal and Bollywood. We all remember the Ya Ali, and in Bengal, like Mon Manena, all these songs are there. And not only this, like, he is an identity by himself. He is a one-man show. Like, he lived by his own terms, and like, wherever Zubeen is there, like, you are sure that you get a house full. And like, be it cultural event, be it traditional event, be it any event, like any stage program, it is incomplete without Zubeen Garg. Throughout Northeast, throughout Bengal, and even abroad. Today, like, when the news came to us, like, Zubeen has been shifted to hospital in Singapore, then It was there that Zubeen actually went to the sea and he was into some adventure sports, possibly snorkeling or parasailing, when he got drowned, and then he was taken out by the lifeguards and brought to the coast, and then the CPR was provided to him. Then he was senseless, and then he was taken to the hospital out there, and then after some time, this news came to us, and since then, like possibly along with me, like we both went to the same college, so he was my senior. We both came from the same district, Jorhat. So, and we both of us played football together. So not only it's a huge loss to the state, it's a huge loss to the state. And after Bhupen Hazarika, if Assam can imagine anybody with such a stature and such a fan following and such an iconic acceptance is Zubeen Garg. And today, even now, people are calling me and they're assuring, affirming, confirming over and over again that is it true. Everybody is keeping their fingers crossed and hoping that this is not true. The news comes wrong, and somebody says that Zubeen is alive and Zubeen is okay, and Zubeen will come to them for 2-3 days. Zubeen has been to the hospital a number of times. He has a medical history of seizure attacks. He has been advised to avoid water in Jakarta Asian Games also. He once got drowned in water, and that was huge. That was out there, and then he survived. He was advised not to go to water because he had a history of seizure attacks. And so like with this kind of a medical history, but Zubeen is Zubeen after all. He follows his heart, and he follows. So therefore, this is definitely that the chief minister has expressed his grief, and he has curtailed his government programs today because the future elections were on, and the chief minister was out there in campaigning. And because it was a Northeast festival which was going on in Singapore, embassy level program. So therefore, the government of Assam is doing its part to help Zubeen Garg's mortal remains to come back to Assam as soon as possible with all legalities done. So, and Zubeen Garg's wife, Garima Garg, has left Assam to Singapore. She was along with him all through his shadow. But this time, unfortunately, Garima was not there. Zubeen Garg, if I name few songs, like in Hindi, it was Chandini Raat, Yuhi Kabhi Sparsh, Shraddhanjali, Nupur, Zindagi, Pakija. So these were the few Hindi songs which left a mark in the Bollywood film industry.
And Ali from Gangster perhaps was the biggest one that has left that mark. Niloy and Preeti, do stay on with us. In fact, we have this video that Zubeen Garg had posted on his Instagram page. This is the last post that he had made where he was talking about the Northeast India Music Festival that he was going to perform at tomorrow. Let's listen into what he had to say in that video that was his last post.
Hi guys, my friends from Singapore. I'm coming to Singapore tomorrow on 17th of September, and we are organizing an event called Northeast Festival. There, I'm Zubeen Garg from Bollywood in Assam and Northeast, and I'll be coming to join you, and I invite you, all of you, to join us for this cultural event. It's not only culture, it's a traditional event. From Northeast, we organize in different places, and this time we are doing it in Suntec City, Singapore. So all are invited. See you there. I'll be there. I'll be performing. I'll be talking to you, and I'll be there with you. Thank you and love you, Singapore, all people. Thank you very much.
Now, Preeti, that was the last post that he had put out on his Instagram handle, and all of those comments, if you see now, are talking about what a legend he was, gone too soon, just at the age of 52.
Exactly, and the point now that has come into context is that, as Niloy has already pointed out, he had epilepsy. All throughout, he had 3 attacks of epilepsy, but he was there for an adventure sport like scuba diving, which is not actually advised by physicians that when someone is who is having illness like epilepsy, that person should not be going for swimming without proper guidance. But he was there, he did it, and then we lost it, and now it is very difficult for every Assamese to process this loss because it is so much personal. I'm telling it again and again because if ask anyone in Assam or anyone who has visited Assam and stayed here for at least 2-3 days that how much Zubeen Garg's presence means, not just in music industry. When we talk about the issues of society, he has always taken a stand, and he always said that he wanted a sudden death. He always used to say that someday if I die, I wish to have a sudden death where no one will know, but he always wished to die in Assam. However, it did not happen, and he took his last breath in a place very much away from Assam. And now at this point when we are talking, when our audience is watching, everyone in Assam is heartbroken, and it's very difficult to process that he will not be coming back alive, but he will be coming back as a dead body, which is certainly something. After this video, those people who watched his video, the last video that he had put up on his social media, people were expecting that we will see Zubeen Garg coming back alive, and his next film, Roy Roy Binale, was about to release. We had a last talk recently when he stated that he will be coming back for the film promotions. Roy Roy Binale, he had a lot of hopes. He used to compare himself as a eucalyptus tree. He said that I feel like I am the Kanchenjunga, I am the eucalyptus tree. I want to stay like a eucalyptus tree, that tree which will never bend, that Kanchenjunga which will always shine bright and will always be the pride of the state, the region, and also the country. So more we talk about his creations, the more we talk about his songs. Maya Bini was a song he had already written, and which had the 2 lines. Every stage performance he had to sing these lines that Dhumuhar Hote Mur Bohu Jugore Nasun, which means I have always danced in storms. And he did it. He had taken up the industry when the industry was going towards a different way. When Zubeen Garg arrived and the music lovers started having a faith, and a new wave came in after Bhupen Hazarika. Bhupen Hazarika, the legend himself, quoted him one day saying that if after me, if I see people of Assam believing in someone's voice, that will be you, Zubeen Garg, because he used to be himself. He did not used to go by the norms of the society. He used to always do whatever he wanted to do, wearing 2 chappals of the 2 pairs, doing silly things, but people loved him. I'm sorry.
And we can see it's a personal loss for you as well, Preeti. This is the kind of sentiment that we have seen across Assam. The Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, too, talking about how this magical voice has completely gone silent and gone silent forever. But his legacy, his soul will remain on, not just in Assam, but for all those who are music fans across the country. Let's listen to what the Chief Minister of Assam had to say.
ফোনটোত আছেই পবিত্ৰ মাৰ্ঘেৰিটা ডাঙৰীয়া তেখেতে মোক জনাইছে যে জুবিন গাৰ্গ ডাঙৰীয়া বা আমাৰ মৰমৰ জুবিন এই সংসাৰত নাই, তেখেতে এই সংসাৰৰ পৰা আঁতৰি গৈছে। খুব মৰ্মান্তিক ঘটনা, মৰ্মান্তিক দুখদায়ক ঘটনা। আজি আমি বিজেপি দলে আজি গধূলিও আমি নিৰ্বাচনী প্ৰচাৰ নকৰোঁ। মই এতিয়া খালি গুমাত গৈ মানুহখিনিক নমস্কাৰ কৰি মই গুৱাহাটীলৈ তুৰন্ত উভতি যাম। তেখেতৰ সৎকাৰ বা কি ধৰণে আমি তেখেতক আনো, গোটেই কথাবিলাক গুৱাহাটীত গৈ আমি আলোচনা কৰিম। অসমবাসী ৰাইজৰ লগতে মই সমগ্ৰ অসমবাসী ৰাইজৰ হৈ কি ক'ম, দুখৰ ক'বলগীয়া একো শব্দই নাই, শব্দই বিচাৰি পোৱা নাই। এটা মৰ্মান্তিক ঘটনা, জাতিৰ অপূৰণীয় ক্ষতি, জাতিৰ এটা অমূল্য সম্পদ আমি হেৰুৱাই পেলালোঁ। এই মাত্ৰই ফোনটোত আছেই পবিত্ৰ মাৰ্ঘেৰিটা ডাঙৰীয়া তেখেতে মোক জনাইছে যে Zubeen Garg.
Himanta Biswa Sarma there extending his condolences, talking about what a bright spot, not just in the Assam music scene, but across the country. Zubeen Garg was. His legacy, of course, will live on. But Niloy, that's how the Assam Chief Minister described him, that he was the true rock star of Assam and that Assam will miss him. That's exactly how he's going to be remembered, isn't it?
The Chief Minister has also stated that the government is doing its part to bring back the remains, and then the further the process. Definitely, the government is doing the entire thing. because I told you again that it's an embassy program, through the French embassy, the Northeast Festival is there. So therefore, the process is looked after by the government, and definitely the chief minister was close to Zubeen Garg, and it's not only Zubeen Garg. Zubeen Garg is everybody. As Preeti is a personal loss for each and everybody in Assam. It's a personal loss. If you ask me in the newsroom now, everybody is crying. Everybody is crying. From my anchor to the reporters, everybody is crying because it is so hard to believe. It's so hard to believe that Zubeen Garg is no more. Like in every walk of life, Zubeen Garg is a part and parcel. Be it COVID time, be it in the car movement, be it during making political statement, being in environment conservation, be it in other social issues. Zubeen Garg always stood first, and he called the spade a spade, be it anybody. He even went against the chief minister also, stating few things on politics. So if you like it or you dislike it, but you cannot overlook Zubeen Garg. Even when he is not today, but or in time to come, Zubeen Garg shall always remain in everybody's heart. Like that is Zubeen for all. And today, when this news came, till now, I tell you, it's very hard to believe that Zubeen Garg is not there.
I can imagine.
Zubeen Garg has a very uncanny habit of like the phoenix syndrome. Like he always rises. Now people believe that Zubeen shall rise again. And he's not only a singer.
Unfortunately, though, that voice has now gone silent, but his legacy will live on. Niloy and Preeti, thank you so much for getting us that perspective and telling us what a loving soul he was. And like I said, that legacy will stay on.